So, today's guest will be really someone special, and I want to introduce you to Jay LaVille. So, let's call now London to invite Jay to our live Corona Diaries chat. Let's see. Calling London. Hello, Jay?
Hey,
Hey,
how you doing?
I'm fine, and you?
Yeah, not bad. Not bad. All good. All good. Good to see you.
So, welcome to my Hollywood chat. We call this Corona Diaries.
Nice.
Yeah, so that's the name for the situation we are all in,
Yeah, I hear it. We're all. I think everyone globally is struggling at the moment with it, but everyone are finding new ways to adapt and new ways to cope with what's going on at the moment, and for the new world that we'll probably end up going into post-corona, post-lockdown.
Exactly, exactly. So, Jay, first I want to know you a little bit because you are now you are in England, huh? In London, because I
I
told
am
London.
in southeast London, so.
Okay, okay. And I know that your mother also, Pauline LaVille, she is the one of the first women in the world doing karate.
Yeah, she, you know what? She was the smallest lady you would ever meet. She was only 4'11",
Really?
but she had the biggest personality you could ever imagine. And the only reason why she took up karate was because they said no women was allowed.
Wow. So she inspired you, I think.
She inspired all of us. Yeah, honestly, I wouldn't have my mentality without her. She was an incredible lady, and she opened the doors for women in the martial arts across Europe, and also taught me and my brother to like literally know no limits and go beyond whatever obstacles come our way, and to literally just progress forward. So we take a lot of her teachings into what we do at the moment. So.
Yeah, I'm just showing also from the laptop at the moment. It's a bit light, but still we can see it. So that's, I think, from her footage, huh?
Yeah, this is her. This is her. If you notice that there's mostly men in her classes, she had associations of over 32,000 students, and she led the way really for all of them. She started the governing body in the UK as well for the martial arts as well. So,
Wow.
absolutely lady, and she's the reason why my brother and I, started the company that we have now, which is Powerwave, which is what you see there. We take the martial arts essence and bring it into the fitness world, and kind of empower people to be more, and to know their self-worth really, and to go forward with that.
Wow. I mean, that's very inspiring also, from your mother.
Yeah, absolutely incredible lady. Honestly, it's, if anybody would ever like to, read about her, it's Pauline LaVille. You can just type her on Google and you can just read about her story. It's absolutely incredible.
Okay.
Really, so fortunate, and to be known as her son and to have her as a mother. So yeah, incredible lady.
Because we talked about her now, that she was in karate, and also that inspired you. Because of that, you started also K1 and also martial arts.
Yeah, I was a K1 fighter. I did Sambo as well. She made us do. She made me and my brother get into karate from the age of 4, and my brother went on to fight for Great Britain. And I was kind of like the black sheep in the family, where I kind of went off and did Sambo wrestling, and then went into K1 Thai boxing. But my mum would always train me for my fights, so,
Okay.
I would train with her, and then I'd be ready for my fights basically. So I fought all across the UK, and I was fought in Europe as well. And yeah, she prepared me for everything. So incredible lady, 4'11", but I wouldn't mess with her. She would, when she told me to go to my room, I would go to my room. Let's put it like that.
Yeah.
But yeah.
And it is so sad to hear that she passed away at a very young age, also younger
Yeah,
age.
I lost her 10 years ago, and I always say to people, um, that for me it was such a huge hit, because for me, if life is like a tightrope, my mum was my safety net.
Yeah.
And when I lost my mum, it was like that safety net had gone, but I was still stuck on that tightrope. And then that's when depression set in. That's when loneliness kind of caved in, and literally my whole world just caved in. So I felt like I lost everything around me. Started putting on weight. I've got, I think I told you before, I've got incredibly, overweight, and then ended up taking an overdose and ended up in hospital.
Oh.
Life. So it was really at a lot of post-traumatic stress syndrome. So it's really loss of just losing everything, and then being in hospital, going to the lowest low, and then you're trying to have to kind of turn it all back around and trying to find value, trying to find back in life. And it was that journey, with the help of my mum and the memories that she gave me, that allowed me to then start my next journey in life, which was to bring something out to help people kind of take control of their life. So I went from being really overweight to losing all my weight, regaining my confidence, and becoming a in a product that I created called Wave. And with the help of some amazing, incredible instructors, we're able to like lead the way. And that's what we've been doing ever since. And that was 5 years ago. So I managed to turn everything around and then launch this. But it wasn't because of me. It was because the people that believed in the dream and believed in what we could do with it, that are taking it to the next level. And over the past 8 weeks, we've had incredible instructors running the live. And we've had instructors globally in Thailand, in England, America, sharing that dream, sharing that passion, also delivering a kind of like a better lifestyle with this product, with this Power Wave product.
And Jay, but when you lost your mother, then like you started the depression, and then you said that you used some drugs and you had overdose because just you lost your mother.
Yeah, it kind of has like a domino effect. So it has a knock-on effect where everything else you just feel just going wrong. And like I said, it made me realize how much of an impact and how much of an influence my mother had in my life, because without her, nothing else had any meaning and everything else started to fall apart. So she was the keystone in my life.
Yeah.
Without a keystone in a building, as we know, everything falls apart. So that was kind of what happened to me. It had a knock-on effect, and it was bad after bad decision after bad decision, one after the other, after losing her.
Yeah, because these were very critical and hard times for you, for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. And it kind of makes it in one way, it's great having a strong mother. It's fantastic having a mother who's what she's done and being such an impact in life. But then at the same time, it can kind of shield you as well from everything else, because she is such a strong influence in your life. You feel that you're kind of like invincible.
Yeah.
Lose that strength, that's when everything starts to fall apart. And then you have to kind of rely on her memories, her teachings, to kind of get you through. And I hadn't prepared for that because it came at such a shock losing her. It wasn't a case of, okay, trying to kind of accept the fact that I was going to lose her. It literally happened overnight. And none of us in the family was prepared for it. I'd already made arrangements with my mum to go to Rome, to go and travel. When she came out of hospital, she had a liver operation, died of a brain aneurysm. So it just completely took me by surprise. And I was in shock for a month. Reality didn't hit home. And then when it hits, you're just, you're numb to everything. Nothing has any meaning. Nothing has any values. And then you start going through the cycles of depression, and then everything from the past that you kind of suppressed then starts to, show its head and greet you. And then you're dealing with so much negativity. And it's really kind of breaking down with inside yourself. And then when you hit that lowest low, you can either do two things. You can either end your life, which is something I'm afraid to say that I try to do.
Yeah.
Or you can build yourself back up. And it really is like being at that crossroads kind of thing to kind of turn it all around.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, you were, luckily you were strong, and you made it. And then, you came up. What can I say? And also that was interesting, what you said. I mean, also impressing. And very shocking also, you know, because you said that after this situation you became 135 kilograms, and after that you dropped to 93 kilograms. You know, that's also huge.
Yes, it's huge. The thing is that I came up. I knew that I had to do something with my life, and I knew that I had to kind of like make my mum proud. Because if I ended my life, then what was my mum's life all about? If you know, she had me, she had my brother. She wanted us to continue her legacy.
Yeah.
Uh, then it's like, you know, and I end it. I would have ended it. I would have done her service. So I came up with an idea. I was I was in Egypt, and I just got a one-way ticket. I didn't know what I was doing with my life, and I just thought, okay, I've got to sort myself out. Just come out of hospital and that. I just need like kind of direction and guidance. And I turned on the Discovery Channel. I was in the hotel room on my own. I turned on the Discovery Channel, and I watched a documentary about sheep herders. And I saw these guys, these farmers, and they were picking up these sheep. And I thought, wow, they're like in great shape. They're picking up these sheep. They're in great shape. And it kind of dawned on me. I thought, well, what happens if I try and create a training device similar to a sheep that we can use and perhaps do something within a short period of time where we only spend like 20 minutes a day just to get fit and just to kind of do something? Because I think one of the biggest problems that we have in health and fitness is that people will always say, oh, I don't have time, I don't have time, I'm in a rush, especially people with responsibilities when they have kids or they're in jobs and stuff like that. So I created a device from that. I kind of left England to escape everything, and then I came back on a new journey. And because of my mum and because of the direction that she led us in, I created a training device that could incorporate all of my mum's teachings, but also help other people, as many people as I could, to live life better. And that was where kind of Powerwave was born, the training device. And I thought to myself, well, I can't kind of promote it being the weight I am because I was seriously overweight. So I thought, let's do something about it. Let's lead by example and let's put it to the test. Can I transform my life? Can I transform my body with just 20 minutes a day? And that's what I set out to do. And it took around about 9 months. And yeah, managed to turn it around. And then ever since then, there's been an awesome family, an awesome team within Powerwave where we've been trying to help as many people as we can. And we have been. We've got franchises opening up. We have an app. And we're in contact with like over thousands and thousands of people a day who are just doing Powerwave.
Look at this picture.
Yeah, yeah. That's me before and after.
So this is before.
That's before.
Wow.
Yeah.
And here you are.
Yeah. So I managed to turn it around. And I've got a few more tattoos now. That's about the only difference from then.
Yeah, I can see it also. So this is also incredible, you know, from where to where, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, you did really a good job, you know, like, I mean, how you lost all those weight, you know. So that's also
I think transformation, though, is more mentally than it is physically. It's finding that confidence within yourself. It's having that kind of self-worth kind of thing, finding that idea that you are somebody. And that's why our slogan is, you know, be somebody who makes everybody feel like a somebody. But first, you've got to be somebody. And that's the journey that you go on. That's the journey that it takes to kind of identify your own self-worth, your own value. And then when you have that value, you can then progress forward and then help as many other people find value within themselves. And that's what we've been doing this whole time.
Yeah. And also, by the way, I make some notes, of course, and I know that also you have some interesting hobbies, like a lot of adrenaline, you like speed, and actually what we discussed before, you like motorbikes.
Yeah, I love
racing. Actually, you're racing motorbikes also.
I do, yeah, I race motorbikes. I got into it. Do you know what? Everything my mum told me not to do, this is going to sound bad, I just thought, I want to do it. And my mum was the same with her mum. Everyone told her she's not allowed to do karate, she's not allowed to do this, she's not allowed to do that. And then 3 years ago, I did my bike test, and then I just went out, full head on, went to race school.
This is your bike?
This is my bike. Yeah, this is my old bike, actually. I crashed that one. That's my current bike there, yeah. So that's
wow.
ZZR 1400. And that's me on my, that was me on my old bike as well, an R1, Yamaha R1. I broke my collarbone on that one 2 years ago. I flipped it, but you just jump straight back on. The minute you have an accident, you have to get back on it. So it's you learn a lot about yourself. It's like fighting. When I used to fight in K1 and karate, you kind of like, you tend to learn so much about yourself during them moments, because you can have an idea about yourself, but until you push yourself to a certain limit, as long as you're not trying to kill yourself, you can kind of learn so much about yourself and who you are and how you react. And I guess that's why I do it. I'm constantly learning about myself and constantly trying to push myself to that next level.
Wow, interesting.
A lot of fun.
So let's talk a little bit about Power Wave, because also, you know, I'm very curious a little bit to see it. Maybe also because now some people are watching us at the moment live on Instagram here, and also in a couple of days it will be on Facebook and then on YouTube. So I'm sure many people want to see also, to show maybe a quick demonstration to show something with the Power Wave.
So this is really it. This is a Power Wave here. This is a custom one I've got made, and this is only 12 kilos. So the thing is, a lot of people, they tend to think, oh, it's only 12 kilos. A lot of men, they say, I'll need something heavier, but you don't, because majority of the time this is all I train with. And I do 20 minutes a day with this training device. You have the Power Wave app. It has all the workouts on it. And you can do HIIT style workouts, or hypertrophy, which is strength and conditioning training for building kind of size and mass. So with the Power Wave, what makes it unique is that all the weight is here in the center, the keystone. So just keystone in my life, this is kind of like the pinnacle point of a Power Wave. So the majority of the weight is in the keystone. And the faster you move it, the more resistance it creates, the greater the centripetal force. So it has a greater generation of power because of where the weight is located. And then inside here, we have thermogel. So if you ever watch boxers or professional fighters, during the rounds, their corner would often put like a cold ice pack on the back of their neck to drop their body temperature, because it's receptive to heat change. Inside here is thermogel. So what that does is it collates the heat from the back of the neck and keeps it within there. So it can hold up body temperature for up to 4 minutes. And what that does is it reduces the amount of heat that can actually escape your body. So obviously it raises your body temperature. It keeps what we call the synovial fluid within the joist lubricated, so it stops your body from cooling down. But it also pushes you further, because you're actually finding it harder to breathe. Because the hotter your body gets, as you know, on a hot summer day, or if you're in a sauna, the hotter you are, the harder it is to breathe. So basically it puts you into what we call a more anaerobic state. So in 20 minutes, your primary source of energy is going to be fat burning. Because after the 20 minutes, you hit something called an EPOC, excess post-oxygen consumption, and your body is kind of trying to get oxygen back into the muscle cells. And it can only do that via burning fat, really. So this is it here. It has, you can see me training there. It doesn't look that heavy. It doesn't look that hard, but trust me, it will leave you sore for a couple of days. And it has multiple handles on it, so that you can hold it at different angles, different variations. You can do squats with it, sit-ups with it, bicep curls. I think there's around about 1,700 different exercise sizes with it. And we're all constantly bringing out new workouts daily that kind of challenge you. We can regress movements, progress movements. And yeah, it's just an all-in-one bit of kit, just 20 minutes a day.
And Jay, 20 minutes a day is enough?
Yeah, trust me. If you ask any Power Wave instructors or anyone who does Power Wave, they will tell you 20 minutes is more than enough.
And for the ladies, for females, girls, I mean, easy for them to also work with?
Basically, it's easy for anyone to get involved, because you can only push yourself to your limits. And the ladies will, this one's a Spartan, so the ladies will have something called a Super, which is a 7 kilo.
Okay.
And again, the fitter you are, the faster you can move it, the greater impact it has on your body. So as you get fitter with it, the workouts get harder. When you start off, it's okay, you can ease yourself into it, but then as you get fitter, yeah, it gets a lot harder. So there's a lady that's just joined in the comments, Fitness by Mel.
Yeah, 20 minutes is definitely more than enough.
Yeah, she's one of our master coaches. So
really? Nice.
Wales, and yeah, she's crazy. She pushes herself, like she pushes her students. She has like classes of like 40, 50 members that she does with Powerwave.
Wow.
And you look at her and even her, like, I've been doing it a lot longer than she has, but I still can't keep up with her. She's like,
That's cool. That's cool. No, because it's very interesting also for me to see, because you know my program always, my chats is always with, you know, the Hollywood actors, you know,
yeah,
like singers all around the world, international. And now of course it's, for me it's also different now, because you are also telling about really like a lifestyle coach, health, fitness, you know, inspiring. It's really nice. And especially, you know, the
well,
workout.
I take this with me as well, so I can put it on the plane. I don't get charged extra for it because it's a sports item. And
Okay.
so when I go to Bangkok, when I go to America, I don't worry if the hotel has any training facilities, because I just do this in my room. I have the app on the phone. It's just 20 minutes. I'm done. First thing in the morning.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's really interesting. That's
I'll
amazing, actually.
I'll get one over to you. So,
Oh, that's really interesting. Thank you.
all
And
right.
also, you said that you travel also. You just mentioned Thailand, Los Angeles. So then you are going to a lot to Thailand, to Asia for trainings, or?
Yeah, I teach Powerweight. I've got an amazing team over there. There's a master coach in Thailand called Nok. He's our Powerweight master coach. And he's associated with a company that flies me out there called Fitness Experts. Uh,
Okay.
that's owned by Razumi. And they fly me out, and they've had me in like a huge like dome in Bangkok city, in the town centre, and it's like had like 50, 60, 100 people. They put me on stage. Like the first day I went there, they put me on a massive stage, just landed off the plane. And then they introduced me, and there was like 100 people all with Powerways, because we shipped them out beforehand. And I was like jet lagged and everything. And stage like trying to do, I'm like so shocked. So I'm like trying to do a Powerwave workout. And yeah, it's crazy.
So then Jay LaVille became a motivation speaker, motivator, and it is nice, influencer, you know?
Yeah,
Mm.
I think when you've been on a journey where you've been at rock bottom and you kind of like turn it around, I think it kind of helps other people, because you can understand, you can relate to them. You know, it's someone, I haven't had it easy my whole life. I've been on the brink of death. I've been suicidal. I'm diagnosed with PTSD. It's all this stuff, and losing my mum, that you can kind of take them stories, and you can take what most people would look at as weaknesses and turn them into a strength to help others live life better and lead better quality of life.
Yeah, yeah.
So,
Oh, you see, the life is full of surprises, Jay. Because I thought you want to be a, you know, like a guy like Indiana Jones, archaeologist, and you find yourself with Power Wave.
you know what? So yeah, my degree is in archaeology, and
Mm.
that's my passion. That will always be my passion. And later on in life, that's what I want to do. So you know, the year of Alexander the Great, Mesopotamia, all of that fascinates me, and I find any chance I can to kind of find a way to introduce that into my fitness company.
But
So
still, we can apply for some castings, you know, for in the new Indiana Jones. You know, next year they will shoot the new Indiana Jones. You know, with Harrison Ford, actually, the new one. And so we should put you as, you know, casting. You know, you never know, huh?
yeah. I can do the stunts and I can do the research, no problem.
Yeah, for sure. Because what I see also, you are in a good shape. You look very fit. You know.
I'm in okay shape at the moment. I kind of go up and down depending on what I need to focus on. So I test a lot of the workouts that we release in Powerwave.
Yeah.
So it's my job to kind of create new kind of systems to kind of act, to get the body to react in a certain way. So, for example, we have like different muscle fiber types. So we have type 1, type 2A, type 2B. And they all kind of respond differently depending on the type of workouts you want to achieve. And they all give you a kind of different look. So if I was a power lifter, like if you imagine them big power lifters, they lift up a heavy weight and then they rest for like 3-4 minutes. And they're very big, but they're not very lean, but they're incredibly powerful. They focus on what we call like the type 2B muscle fibers. So it's like your body has different engines. You have like an electric, you have a diesel, you have a petrol, and it's trying to understand what type of fuel gives you the best reaction, or what type of fuel kind of gets your body to respond in a certain way. So if I'm doing power style training and I have to fuel my body as a nutritionist, I know that I need more carbohydrates. I will notice that over 2 months, my body will change, my body composition. I won't be as lean, I won't be as toned, but I'll certainly be a lot stronger, a lot more powerful. And that's all done with Powerwave. So I've kind of walked away from, I've kind of left the whole power side of things now, and now I'm trying to get back down to lean. So during COVID, it's a lot of HIIT workout, a lot of wave 20, watching my macro intake, dropping my calories, but making sure I'm not in a catabolic state where I'm losing muscle. Because a lot of the time when people want to lose weight, they kind of, sometimes they don't know what they're doing. The majority of the time they go, oh yeah, I lost, 2 kilos or 4 kilos in a couple of days. But unfortunately, sometimes it's the wrong kind of weight to lose. So it's trying to do everything right. And unfortunately, sometimes it doesn't take we don't get the results straight away. It kind of takes a little bit of time, especially at my age. It's
Absolutely.
A lot harder. So,
and Jay, your age, but you are not too old. You are 39.
I'm 39. Yeah.
Okay. Good age.
It's good. It's a superb age.
And what I understand that then you like to help people to give value for themselves because you are inspiring them.
Yeah, that's my passion. That's my goal. But there's a lot of people within Powerwave, like a lot of top coaches now that we have in Powerwave, who do a far better job than I can, and are so impressive. And I even look up to them. So you have you got Kat Sterling, you got Daniel Duckett, you got Patrick, brother Dan, Manny, Austin, and Mel. They're all amazing people, and they all kind of bring what they have to the table, and we learn from each other's experiences. And sometimes it's like we know it's better to learn from someone else's experience than having to go through it ourselves.
Yeah, exactly.
And learn that and share it. So without them guys, I wouldn't be able to do half.
And I also read this quote from your websites: "Be somebody who makes somebody feels like somebody."
Yeah, be somebody who makes everybody feel like somebody. Yeah. It's
a very nice words, nice quote.
Yeah, it's one that my business partner, Alicia, keeps telling me every time I feel like a little bit lost, or every time, because nobody's perfect, and some days I do get days where I'm a bit, lost within myself and trying to find something, and I'll call her. And she's the CEO of the company, and that's all she'll say. She'll say, be somebody who makes everybody feel like somebody. And I'm like, oh, I know. It's kind of like you got to eat your own words. You're like, yeah, I've got to get my stuff together. I've got to get it back together, and help us.
So let's Also, I want to ask you something about the Corona times. How is it going in London? Because I heard that London is also a bit. The numbers they were high numbers last month and last weeks. But now maybe it's a bit lower. But how is the situation in general? Like going out, how is the rules? What's going on?
We're still in lockdown, but they keep changing the rules. So I think at the moment they're allowing people to go out as many times as they want to train. Most of the shops are, in fact, all the shops that I know, unless you're essential, are closed, except construction and manufacturing. So it's still difficult because we don't know what's going on, and we don't know when it's all going to relax. So it's difficult for us at the moment. We have franchise hubs as well, Powerwave hubs. So we're classed as gyms, I guess.
Okay.
Trying to figure out, well, hang on a sec, when are we going to open? And we get given snippets of things that we need to do to comply to the new rules, the new legislations on social distancing. So we're trying to implement them. But at the same time, nobody really knows what's going on. I don't even think the government knows what they're doing at the moment, because they're taking it one step at a time. I think so, but my biggest concern with it all is going to be people's mental health post-corona, because obviously being stuck indoors, being isolated, not having as much interaction as possible, I think it's going to really impact a lot of people in the way that they cope with coming out post-corona. So
So you miss driving then, driving your motorbike and your car.
You know what? It's because I still have to go to my studio, and it's only really me that goes there. I'm on my motorbike all the time, so it's any excuse. It's therapeutic. Do you know? A lot of people go, oh, you know, motorbikes are dangerous and that, but as long as other people can hear you, you just make sure you have a really loud exhaust, so everyone gets out your way, they can hear you. But yeah, that's where I do most of my thinking is on the bike. You can just escape a lot of things. You put the helmet on, and you can, even though you're in the world, you don't have to be totally immersed in what's going on. You can kind of zone out for a little bit.
Yeah. Okay.
Right.
And look, let's look at some comments. I mean, because you explain us very well, actually, everything about the power wave and your life. And we get a lot of comments that you are looking great, Jay.
Oh, thanks, guys. I'm trying. I'm doing my best. I'm doing my best.
Also a lot of, also, wait. I think a lot of your students also.
Probably be a lot of my coaches. My peers, fellow coach.
And they ask also, where can I get this power wave?
So Powerwave is in the UK. You can go to powerwave.store. But if you're around in different countries, you can go to powerwave.tv and find stores online in America. It'd be Power Systems. Thailand is Fitness Experts, and all their addresses are on there, and Ziva as well, and Powerwave France. So. And
they ask also, what is the price range? I see.
I think they range, including all the workouts and everything. They range from £79 to £150, depending on what version you want. So.
Well, it's not very expensive. It is not.
That includes all the workouts. And from September, we have a brand new app coming out. That's going to actually, it's a massive update for us, where it's going to be more live workouts every day that you can join in on. And also it interacts with your heart rate. So if you have an Apple Watch or if you have a Fitbit,
nice.
And you can see how it's going, you get awarded points, and it's going to be really interactive. So I'm really excited about that. That comes out in September.
Yeah, and the Mr. 68, he writes, I can concur, 20 minutes is brutal, but so enjoyable.
Yeah, it's not enjoyable when you're doing it, but afterwards, you're like, I'm glad I've done it. And you feel like, if you do it in the morning, you feel like you've had like 20 cups of coffee. You just feel awake, so alert. Yeah, it's really good. And if you miss it, the day just doesn't seem right, because it's that kickstart that you kind of need. So, yeah. Okay.
And also another comment, love Power Wave. Fantastic transformation. I have noticed, thanks to Coach Austin Wales.
Yeah, Austin. So Austin is someone I really look up to. And he's another person who's come from an incredible journey, and is finding himself and has found himself. And honestly, he's phenomenal. He's a phenomenal coach and an amazing friend, really is. And I've met him through Powerwave, and I'm truly lucky to kind of have met him. We have a lot of talks, a lot of the times, just about life in general.
Yeah, interesting, nice.
Yeah, he's awesome guy. So
that's really, yeah. And I see, yeah, people are very enthusiastic about it, you know. So that's the nice thing. What I see, also the comments, and everything is very positive. I think
all of this, like I said, all of this started because of my mum. So yeah, she's you know, it's thanks to her really that I owe everything to.
Yeah, I mean,
so, yeah, that's incredible lady.
Incredible lady, and now incredible son.
I'm getting there. I'm trying to make her proud every day. So that's
nice.
With my brother as well. So
yeah, but I think you did very well, Jay. I mean, yeah, I like it very much. Also, what you are doing, and I watched you last week, and your also relations with your clients, also your colleagues are amazing, very good. You are very respectful, and you are always, you know, you are helpful to the people. You do it from your heart. You love what you are doing.
Absolutely, yeah. If we don't, then what's the point? We got to love what we do.
Yeah. So that was really nice. So and then we are waiting you here to Amsterdam with your Power Wave. So I should train with you then here. You should teach me.
I will come
Yeah,
up for a workout, no problem. I'll
yeah,
bring
I like it.
and yeah, we can work out. So it's weird. It's like people expect me to be like super fit or super this, but when they train with me, I'm just as tired as they are. And that's what happens. We can have a classroom of, and I've had it before. I've had a classroom of elite soldiers coming in from like the SAS. I had two people from the SAS come in, and I had a complete novice, a complete beginner in fitness. And by the end of it, they were all in the same boat. They were all really, really tired, all, pushed to the limits, because the power wave will actually push you to your own limits. It doesn't matter if you're the fittest person on the planet. 20 minutes with a power wave, it will find out where you are in it, and it will just push you, because you have to keep up that rep rate going to your maximum. So it will test anyone. And then that's the beauty of it, because you're always evolving. You don't
Yeah.
get with it. I've been doing it for 5 years now, and I did it this morning. I'm still sore. And I've been doing it for 5 years, so it never gets easier. You just evolve, and you just become a better version of yourself. But
Yeah.
you're always changing.
Yeah,
So
especially the Corona times, So I mean, what can we do? Always cooking, friends. Sometimes friends comes. Like you are eating with them. No workout, no running. You are stuck in the apartment, in the house, and you're watching television and internet. This is our lives now for almost 2.5 months.
yeah, like I said, I've got amazing instructors that have jumped on board for the lives. There's one there actually, Fit Cat Wellness, Cat Sterling. Every woman I know wants to have her physique, her body, and everything like that. And she's going flat out. Like I did her workout the other day, and I was just wrecked. I was on the floor, and it was just like, amazing to have these people part of the family who just kind of just take it to that next level, take it further than what I could ever take it. So it's awesome. Yeah.
Okay, that's nice. Okay, so Jay, thank you very much for the nice chat.
No worries. Thank you so much for having me on here. Really
Yeah,
appreciate
always. You're welcome. Today it was very nice, interesting chat for me, and it's a new starting for me also. This today with you, because well, as I told you in the beginning, we only had always movie actors, singers, or boxers.
it.
Well-known, celebrities. But today, we decided actually last week with a few friends of mine from my team. We said also it is nice to invite some people who inspires other people. So like you yourself, so this is really good. Then we can learn also different experiences, life experiences, especially what had happened to you in the past, and how you survived actually, because it can be really very bad for you, but you completely change and look at yourself now. So this is really amazing.
No, thank you so much, and I hope if anyone is out there, anyone going through a hard time and at a loss, I just hope that they can find some positivity within themselves and within, maybe perhaps from this or from positive around them, and just find the self-worth and self-value to kind of continue and keep going and not
Yeah,
give up.
and all the people who are watching you, they say you are a true inspiration, Jay. I mean, you can see also now, I think, I'm sure you see, I mean, almost everybody says the same. They send all the hearts to
Uh,
you. They are so happy that we did this chat, and this is really helpful. Also from my side, that a lot of people now sees you. So this will be really interesting, and this will be on again Facebook and YouTube later. So this will be really great during the Corona times. Yeah, this will be really powerful chat.
yeah, thank you so much. If it's okay, I'd just like to say thanks again to yourself for having me, and my mum for having me, my brother, and all the Powerwave coaches, especially the ones that have been working on the live, and all the Powerwave coaches out there, and Powerwave fans, and everyone else for coming on watching. I really appreciate it, and thank you for making it what it is.
Thank you, Jay. And keep in touch. And then looking forward to see you soon in Amsterdam. And
I'll be there. I'll be there with the Powerwaves, with your Powerwave. We'll do it
thank you,
right.
my friends. All right. Thank you. And I wish you all the best this weekend, and enjoy and stay safe. And yeah,
Thank you.
all right. Thanks for coming.
Always.
Bye bye. Bye bye, Jay. Bye bye. So, Jay is amazing. I like this chat very much. And I'm very curious about the power wave. I liked it actually what he explained, and I already saw before, of course, on the websites, and it is really interesting, amazing, and Jay is really very nice guy. So I'm very happy about this chat. My first one outside of celebrities, my first chat, and it was a correct choice. So we go on with this kind of chat which inspires the people and give good examples in the life. Thanks for watching and stay tuned.